Well, here we are, Minecraft Java Edition. The very first time I'm playing Java, and I'm hopping straight into the new server, which is called Reloaded SMP. Now, it is a closed server, so unfortunately none of you will be able to join, but we hopefully will see what it is like. Hopefully this works, and there we go. We're in the server for the very first time, and I have no idea what I'm doing. So let's take a little bit of food if possible, if there's any food around here. Come on, I want some food. No food. Alright, well, let's have a look around. I have no idea. Welcome to Reloaded 1.19, which is quite a sign. So I'm going to have to look around and see what we can actually do, and see what else there is around the server, and who's on the server, and etc, etc, etc. But from the welcome I just received, I think we're going to be enjoying this quite a bit. So let's have a look around and see what we can actually do. And I've just entered the server, not the server, I've just entered the shopping district for the very first time. I think this is a shopping district. This might be their city area, I'm not entirely sure. And looks like there's a tribute to Technoblade, whose face appears to join, to look around like that. So I'm pretty impressed with that as well. I suppose most things will impress me because I'm used to Bedrock. But just looking at this place is going to make me think I am well over my head in my building ability. Some of these guys' building ability is, well, let's say well beyond mine. I mean, we can see over here, Shulker Box Shop. You might remember ours from season 3, I think, of Outlanders, and it is, let us say, significantly better than the one I did. So yeah, these guys can build, and I'm looking forward to hopefully collaborating with them. But I still need to find my own base, and I don't think I can build around here because, well, this place is the shopping district. So we are going to have to look, and it looks like there are 2 iron shops. This one diamond for 3 stacks, and the one somewhere over there is 1 diamond for 2 stacks. So I think I know which one I will be patronizing should I ever get diamonds. So we are going to have to look around on the map and see if we can find a good place to settle, because I do want a rather large plains biome as I normally do, and we do want probably an ocean nearby it as well, so that might be limiting where we can go depending on where others are. So let's have a look around on the very thankfully provided map on this server and see if we can get ourselves a good place. Well, it turns out that this server does have a dynamic map available, so I had a look around and I think I've got a couple of spots which I would like to settle. So we are going to make our way over there, and hopefully I'm going in the right direction because I'm not entirely sure where to go. But I think there's definitely a path going out somewhere this way, so we just need to follow it, go over the mountains, and we should be good. And it would be good if I can kill a couple of sheep on the way to get myself a bed, so I can set my spawn as soon as I get to our new location. So it's going to be a little bit of a journey, so let's get there. Well, it took me a little while of wandering around, and I went to several different locations, some of which were not going to be quite suitable for what I have in mind for this season. So over here we've got ourselves as you might expect, a rather flat plains biome, which seems to be something that I go for pretty often. Just nice and flat plains, because I do like a very flat area and not terraforming much at all. So this is going to be where our base is, and I'm actually still trying to figure out what I do want to build in this. It's possibly going to be a big city like we did in season 2, or a town of some sort, or maybe a pirate town or something like that. I'm not entirely certain yet, but for the time being we do need to get ourselves food and, well, not water, since we don't need to drink water, but we do need to get ourselves some water and a stable food supply and all that. So to that end, we've got ourselves a very bog standard wheat farm, which is going to be churning out our wheat, and then we can get ourselves the cow farm and sheep farm and so on and so forth. So it's a very good start indeed. So let's get ourselves a pickaxe, a wooden pickaxe. I really miss Bedrock, where you don't have to, we can just look it up and it'll be there instantly. But pickaxe, we can get ourselves some stone very soon and be on our way. And it's been a little while, and I've made quite a little bit of progress. I've got myself a little farm still going. I've got myself this tree here. I've died about 4 times exploring caves, and I've got myself a little cow farm going here. So one of the things I do like about Java now is the advancement, so that you can actually tell, everyone can tell how much progress you're making. You can see here I've started breeding animals. We can go back a bit. What else is there? I suited up. I got some other things, but that is going very well. Now I just got a little bit of help from someone named Maringoper. Not quite sure how to pronounce that, but at any rate, they dropped off some things. They dropped off some pork chops, where did I put them? Some pork chops, which will help my food supply for a little while, and some iron, which is definitely going to help me get all suited up. So I might quickly get a couple of that out and make myself a little bit more armor. So if I get myself the boots, come on, boots, and of course a helmet. Man, I really miss Bedrock, that you could actually see what you can craft at the same time. There we go, helmet. So if I put those on, boot and do, and now I'm fully kitted out, at least in iron. So still quite a bit to do. I think I want to get myself a starter house before we finish off today's episode. So we're going to make that mostly out of spruce and a bit of oak, and that should be pretty good. Now, I'm probably just in the very early stages of the game where I'm just still trying to work out what I want to do, but also just trying to get myself set up. So what I might do for the time being is just go caving for a little while, and I probably will try and do a mining session. And the big difference is with the caving, I'm just going to try and find pre-established caves like this, which is on my main island, and just find all the resources that I can at surface level or that's already exposed. With mining, I'm going to try and get the replay mod going. I don't quite have that installed yet, but I'm trying to get I'm going to get a friend of mine to help me with that. And once that's done, we're going to get ourselves hopefully a time lapse and see how that works and how that's going. Because yeah, all these things that I'm not entirely familiar with, hopefully they will come to fruition very soon. So hopefully this, and very hopefully, fingers crossed, the next clip is of me doing a mining session. See you soon. Well, it turns out that the next clip isn't actually going to be about the caving, but it turns out that I've got 2 different zombie spawners. So I've got one down here at about, well, you can see the coordinates there, and then if we come up this way a little bit further and avoid the scary lava where I died, we can see. Well, okay, I guess they're not really that close, but they're a lot closer than I thought they were. So if we just make our way up here, we can see there's another zombie spawner. So they are one there and one there, and so I wonder at some point if I'm going to be able to put them together and make a super duper zombie killer, or at least an XP farm, which is something I do need. So something to consider in the future. But for the now, I'm going to continue making my way through these caves and see if I can find some diamonds, because that's definitely something I want to find. And I am really far behind everyone else, and there's another zombie there. So I have not been very successful at killing these things, and the skeletons are even worse. Let's get them. He's trapped. Advance and die. And looks like I'm under the ocean. So let's keep looking. I'll be honest, I've kind of forgotten what it is to record so much of my gameplay, but we've got ourselves a nice, well, probably not the best looking house in the world, but it is a house. We've got ourselves a nice birch log floor with alternating pattern, and then just an oak roof and a spruce wall. So I think that's going to work, at least for the time being. This definitely isn't the kind of build style I want to go for the entire season. It's just going to be a bit of a starter house while I get myself geared up and kitted out, and all geared up in diamond, hopefully, because hopefully there's diamond under here. It does look like someone's been hunting around, because what we call the end portal is actually somewhere around underneath my base, which is going to be interesting as we look to have our the server game, I suppose, going into the end and everything, because I'm not sure what it is like in Bedrock, also in Java, with where the end portals are. If there's only 1 or 3 or whatever, then one of them is right under my base, so we are going to have to work around that to see what we can do. See what we can do around that. Did I get ahead? No, I did not. So let's see what happens when that comes up. And this might have been a mistake. We can see there's a skeleton with full iron, or just about full iron, which is going to be a bit of a trouble. And somewhere down here there's another skeleton with a power bow, possibly. And unfortunately, right there's diamonds. So we are able to get these without too much trouble. So if we just mine our way down here, we should be able to find where the diamonds are. Where do they go? Not under here. Right there, of course. So, I think if I go like that, and then mine these blocks here, because the last thing I want is the skeleton to start shooting at me. But that should have secured my first diamonds. Did I get the achievement? No, I didn't, because I don't have any room. Let's throw out the string. No, I don't want to throw out the string. I want to throw out that diamonds. There we go. Alright, I'm going to mine the next couple, and hopefully, and then probably make my way out so I don't have to lose these things. But that is a very good thing to get on the first episode. Well, probably after about 1.5 hours of caving, I got myself even less than I started with. But I have managed to get myself full diamond armor. And I'm going to be honest, this wasn't actually me. I got a little bit of help from, what's his name, Thick Prophet, who kind of very kindly helped me get some of my stuff back after a couple of zombies picked it up. And he's very also kindly donated a couple of these armor things, which apparently have no name. So, these are very good boots indeed. So, thank you very much, and that is going to be very, very helpful indeed. Now, unfortunately, I did lose 3 diamonds. But I do still have 2 diamonds, which I very luckily put back in here. So that is going to be a little bit more helpful for when I start enchanting things. Now the 3 that I lost is a bit annoying because I did have the chance to come out and didn't. So yeah, that is unfortunate. So what we're going to do is probably go caving at some point again, but this time be a little bit more careful and yeah, keep going on that. But I think, yeah, we'll see what happens with that. Anyway, I think that's going to do it for today's episode. So thank you very much for watching this very first episode of Reloaded, and we're going to be back very shortly with a new episode. So I hope you'll join me then. See you soon. Bye!